It's episode. Oh man, hang on. I've got a note right here. It's episode 64. How many is
That's
that?
right. That's a 6 and a 4.
I am Metal Rob, and with me, as always, is the great.
Carcass John, who has helmet hair today, and he's decided if it works for CJ Ortiz, it may work for me.
That's absolutely right. He is the metal motivator, and
I am mentally motivated.
Yeah, I'm glad he motivated you to take care of your situation there.
Yeah.
Did you have a situation?
Hair situation, man.
Dude,
growing my hair out.
I've had mask beard all day, and it's not much better.
Man,
I tried to fix it, but
I trim my beard because the mask beard thing is not working for me either. I almost cut it off, but then I might get some backlash from my.
I very nearly cut my beard for the whole mask thing, and I just can't. I can't do it. So I'll be going with the beard for the foreseeable future. But there have been many serious thoughts cross through my head about cutting this thing to deal with the mask. So anyway, listen, let's get to business. We've got some business to take care of.
Yes, we do.
First of all, do you have any shout outs you want
I think I'm going to shout out Panther City Vinyl. Those guys sent out a very funny little cartoon the other day about finding the Holy Grail or the Dead Sea Scroll of your record collection, and it caused me to think. And I actually went by there because there was a job going on that we're doing down there, and lo and behold, I found something so cool I couldn't believe it, and it was only $7. So
what'd you get?
It was a crazy band called Mental Condition, and it's like this trippy ambient Pink Floyd style of thing.
Ozric Tentacles offshoot, I'm guessing.
It's like an Ozric Tentacles offshoot, but not quite that music.
Trying to kick you in the pants.
You are going to kick me in the pants, but you'll never guess what my shirt says. But oh wait, maybe you will.
Okay, well, I want to do my shout out, and then I will figure out your shirt. Okay, I want to shout out my buddy Corey out in PA, who barely likes this kind of music, and I'm sure that he doesn't like me, but he's watched a couple of dozen episodes of the show, and so shout out to Corey. I've never met Corey, but I sold him a bunch of stuff one time. I'm sorry. I took a lot of his money one time, is what I should say. But anyway,
did you sell him Nuff Nuff?
Oh no! But I did send him about a dozen Barbara Streisand CDs.
Oh, ouch! You did take his money. You're bad.
Oh, man, he bought a boatload of CDs from me. He is the single most hardcore CD collector I have ever met. You don't hold a candle to this dude. I don't hold a candle to him. He is all about legit first pressings. He can tell you by looking at the freaking packaging of a sealed CD, very close, if not spot on every time. Oh, it came out this year from this pressing plant. He's a savant with that shit.
I mean, there's more of people like that than.
Oh my God, dude. I've never seen anything like it. I've learned so much. The matrix inside the hub, he can tell you what all that means. It just makes my brain hurt. But if I have a question on something, I call him and he'll tell me if it's legit or not. So anyway, good dude, Corey out in Pennsylvania. Now let's hang on. Let me get close to the camera. Oh man, I was about to read Carcass's shirt, and here we go. Okay, get up there where I can see that thing. Merciless.
Yes.
Did I get it?
Correct.
Tell us about Merciless. What is
that? Merciless, killer Swedish death metal. If you're not familiar with them, they were like amongst the, like they have the new wave of British heavy metal. This was like the first wave of Swedish death metal, the Gothenburg sound. Excellent band. Riffing, thrashing. It's the perfect union of thrash metal and death metal. They're almost a perfect band. They're really awesome. You should check them out.
Merciless.
Merciless from Sweden.
I've also checked out. Oh my gosh, it's gone. some stuff I got from you recently. I checked out a couple of brutal death and thrash metal bands that I really liked because I know you're way more on the extreme side of things than I am. But yeah,
you mean I introduced you to something new?
Deceased.
Oh man, Deceased is ripping, dude.
And I think I'm not going to go over there. I'm not going to use production value and go over there and look. But Deceased was one. It was awesome. And I'm going to resist the temptation. Decrepitaph, maybe?
Decrepitaph. And you know where they're from?
No.
Plano.
Huh. Okay.
Plano, Texas. Yes.
We need to get them on. That's good stuff.
I don't know if they're around or if they went to Europe to make their millions or whatever, but yeah, killer band. Killer.
So you were going to talk about I know when we were doing our immense show prep, because we're in show meetings, all day long.
Yeah, about 16 seconds worth of show prep. What do we want to talk about? I don't know.
Right, proudly unscripted and unrehearsed, much to the viewers' dismay sometimes. So you wanted to talk about some new stuff that was coming out. The goat says hello, by the way. I'm going to do my power punch to the camera. So you wanted to talk about some new releases, and then I will talk about one new release, and that will take us into our topic for today.
Well, I mean, this whole pandemic has set the whole world on its ear, including the music business. And there's some bands that are still, we talked to Larry Berrigan, who said it's a waste of time to put out a record because you can't tour on it. But there are some bands that I think either they see the light at the end of the tunnel as far as touring, and they're getting, they're like, we've got this, we're going to put it out. One of which is the mighty Carcass has a new record coming out. And even sooner than Carcass is Napalm Death, one of your new favorite bands.
Yes.
And so I look forward to both of those. And so I started looking at the positive, ramifications of this whole mess. And there are some bands that are putting out new music. Our buddy John Perez has got this Liquid Sound Company project.
You missed my Barney impression, by the way.
I did see it.
Okay,
I was actually looking over there. I was
just looking for acknowledgement.
Is this bad production here? I'm looking at you. But new Osrix is in the work. Of course, I have to say that. Liquid Sound Company has a new record coming out. I know Forebodes worked on some new tracks, which we will hear from just right around the corner in that living room over there.
Booyah.
And we're still trying to work out the logistics of how we're going to stream this to the world so everyone can hear. Even Hellstar working on new tracks. I know the 7-inch dropped and they've got more in the works. Ironjaw, they went ahead and just said, we're not going to wait. We're going to release this bad boy to the masses. I know that the CD's in production and we'll have copies in hand soon.
When does it come out? Do you know?
Soon,
but like very soon. But we don't have a date.
No, but Rick said something about around my birthday, so that would be in like 2 weeks.
Nice.
So
that's a good one, man.
Yeah, that is a good one. So I don't know. I started thinking about bands that are actually working and trying to put something out there and keep us interested in music, and I certainly am. And as we've mentioned before, I really missed the live experience, but I'm kind of digging this whole. Like we watched the Down thing, and that was really cool. And we didn't have to necessarily be there. And we bought T-shirts and supported them just like as if we were there. And we didn't have to sweat and have the cigarette smoke on us. But anyway, I don't know, man. It's kind of cool. And then we started talking about new ideas on what to do. And go ahead and tell them about AFM Records.
So because this is kind of a funny transition here. Well, first of all, can you read my shirt?
Oh man, is that
so?
Is that your girlfriend?
So we get. I am a technological idiot when it comes to Google. I can use Google Drive pretty well, and I use Google Sheets pretty well. But I am a buffoon when it comes to Gmail. I've had a Gmail address for years and I never used it. So I decided to start using it. What's up, Richard? Richard Paul Harris Jr., Bells, Texas, class of 88. This is going to lead somewhere, I promise.
We're down the road. We're really down the road.
It's going to get us into our topic, I swear. It's a big end around, but we will get there. So in my buffoonery of trying to use Gmail, I got a couple of emails yesterday, and one was from a dude at AFM Records. And I know AFM Records because there's a bunch of big bands on there, and Hellstar's been on AFM. If they're not still, I don't remember what label they're on.
The new Onslaught, we just saw Donnell chime in about.
Hold that thought.
Okay.
So I go through there, and I know that I had seen 2 emails. Sorry to our British fans out there. There are 2 emails. Isn't this the finger over in Britain?
Ask Barney. I
think it is.
I don't know.
So 2, how about that? So I remembered seeing 2 emails from this dude, and it said, hey, here's the new, blah, 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 from AFM Records. And I'm thinking, wait, what? So I go look at the one, and it is the promo materials for the new Leaves Eyes record, which I know nothing about, but I'll come back around to that. So what I figure out is I cannot find the second email. I cannot find it. And you know how they kind of stagger that stuff in Gmail, where if you don't expand it, you can't see it all. So finally, I searched up there in the ginormous search bar across the top. I searched AFM, and there was the email, the other email, and the dude has been emailing me for weeks.
Yes. Who are you again? Are you a tech support guy?
Yeah.
Are you a tech support guy?
Right.
Okay. All right.
I know. So here's the new Onslaught. Here's the new Nightmare. Oh. Here's the new Leaves Eyes. Here's the new blah, blah, blah. And there's 6 or 7 or 8 records, that he's wanting me to check out. I've missed all of them like an idiot. Okay. Fast forward 24 hours before this email debacle, and now we're going to get into the meat of the show. I am at Doc's Records in Fort Worth, Doc's Records in Vintage. Fantastic record store over in Fort Worth. Obviously behind Born Late, because, Born Late is the metal paradise of all humanity. But shout out to Henry, by the way. So I trade a bunch of stuff in. I'm scattered. I can't help it. I trade a bunch of stuff in, and I told Jenkins over there, I said, I just want some music. I just want some store credit. Blame your assistant. I know. That guy. So I start getting this armload of music that I want. And one of the things, I'm running out of stuff, and I need to spend some money, and I've picked up several things, but there's probably a stack like this of 6 or 8 Leaves Eyes CDs. I don't know anything about the band. I've heard the name. I know that they're a female-fronted metal band. See where we're headed here? So I pick one up, and I just completely take a guess, and I pick up Vinland Song or Vinland something. I can't remember. And I left it at, no, I didn't. Vinland Saga. Ha! So I pick it up and I dig it. I'm listening to it on the way home. So anyway, there's our topic for today. Female fronted metal bands. And it's all because I just on happen chance picked up a Leaves Eyes CD and screwed up the AFM email so bad. And we talked about it today, and here we are.
And here we are.
I don't want to be that big on the screen.
Is it my turn to talk now? Because that sounded incredibly like you were going around your booty to get to your Anyway, your elbow.
I have my Lucifer shirt on too in celebration. See,
yes.
the star of the show is bigger on the screen.
Well, she certainly is a great front person.
Oh no, I think he was talking about. I'm the star of this show, sir.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the shirt, and I did call you. No. I would have called you a she, but since there is no gender, hey Neil, what's up?
Lance is tired.
Yeah, Lance is already feeling it.
So what I wanted to do was kind of go through. Oh, Motivic, I played them on something else last week. What I wanted to do was go through some of our favorite female-fronted bands, and here's what I'm looking for out of you and anybody else that's watching this. I want to go far down this rabbit hole, so I want links in the comments to songs, videos. I want to check out female-fronted metal bands. I'm into it right now. I'm going far down, and I'll tell you how my history with it started. But you tell me who your first female-fronted metal band was that you got into.
Oh, well, I mean, it has to be Lee Aaron.
I'm an idiot, Neil. I don't know this.
But I think you're going to talk about her. She was the first real. I mean, she had the whole shtick, and she had the fur-covered bikini like Raquel Welch in A Million Years BC, and she had a spear and all sorts of fun stuff. But as far as modern-day heavy metal, I mean, I'm looking at Angela Gasau, who took over for in Arch Enemy, and she was so pretty that I thought certainly. I mean, how can this sound that it used to be Johann Leva? How can that sound come out of such a petite little girl? No offense, but man, she was a powerhouse. I mean, she rolled out on stage and took the stage by storm, took the crowd by the throat, and had us instantly captured and added a new different dimension and to the band. And I was familiar with her when she was with. She's from Germany, and she was with another outfit called Mistress. In fact, speaking of new music coming out, she went back and remastered all her demos from the Mistress days and the Asmodina, Asmodina. That was a previous band of hers. And she's taking all the proceeds of all these releases and she's donating it to a children's charity. So here we got heavy metal doing something for the good of humanity. But she had a very different approach with Mistress and with Asmodina. And so it'd be interesting to see the transition of almost a pure singer into a gurgling and gargling into a real rough sounding death metal style. But I don't know. The Europeans were kind of a little bit ahead of it. I mean, obviously we had Doro Pesch and some others, but Sabina Clausen from Holy Moses, they were a great thrash band and an epic. They had sort of an epic sound. Simone Simmons of Epica. Speaking of epic, of course, there you go. Agony of Death. That thing is a ripper. You need to put that on. You're going to love it.
I will check that out. You turned me on to that today.
And Christina Scavia, of course, the great Italian singer who had an opera background, much like Pat Benatar, and then went into heavy metal. And she sung for Lacuna Coil. She had her own solo career going on. So these are just a few and that have really pushed bands to the forefront. But I guess I'm more inclined to the European side, although, I mean, gee whiz, now that we start talking about it and thinking about it, that's kind of what we do. We start, as we move forward, we think about other things like Pat Benatar. I didn't think about her.
Right.
And then as we talk today, heck, you were naming off people. So you go ahead and talk. Say
something.
Well,
my first intro, and you made a point earlier about the heavy vocals. The two ladies.
Donnell, Nervosa. Nightwish.
Yes.
See, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, it just, they floor me. That's funny. Spicoli, what's up? TJ Lewis, what's up, brother? The two that I've been impressed with, and then I'll kind of go through my history of female-fronted metal and whatever. The two that have impressed me the most in the last couple of years, Alicia White Glues from Arch Enemy and Johanna from Lucifer. And I'll tell you how both of those happened. Alicia, I was sitting here watching the Vakken feed one day, and they said that Arch Enemy was coming up. And I was like, I don't know about Arch Enemy. I think I don't know anything about them. I'll check it out. And I think Andy Sneap is the guitar player. So I was interested to see what the deal was. So they start doing their thing, and it's heavy. It's exactly what I expected. And then this girl comes out, and she throws out this death metal vocal. And I got up out of my chair, and I'm looking at the TV like, what is happening? Because I didn't know what I expected, but I kind of figured that it was just going to be some singy kind of, power metal like I was used to. Oh my gosh, that girl killed it. And I watched the entire set, and it was awesome. Donnell, Leather Leone. Okay.
Freaking awesome. John Galvin.
What's up, John Galvin? All right, so here's my history through it. I remember Pat Benatar and all that, and Joan Jett and all that, because some of my early rock and roll was that, radio stuff. I love rock and roll and Hit Me With Your Best Shot and all that. And I've always loved the female voices in rock and metal. But then, like you said earlier, I got a hold of this bad boy. You remember this, kids?
Oh, yeah.
Eddie and TJ, I know you guys are too young. This is a cassette. So I get to jamming on this thing, and guess who's on there?
Lee Aaron, baby.
The Metal Queen. And dude,
you're dang right. I
played that song over and over and over. It's the first track on side 2 of this thing. Oh, Wendy O. Williams. I didn't think of that. Holy cow.
I'd love to be the roadie with the duct tape duty.
Grace Slick. Excellent point. Excellent point. And the ladies from Heart, too. I heard lots of Heart growing up. But when I got into metal and transitioned off of radio rock, Lee Aaron was a big player in my early metal wheelhouse. But if Lee Aaron is the Metal Queen, then what does that make Doro?
she's the queen of the universe.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
The metal universe.
Now, regretfully, I never saw Warlock, and I have never seen Doro on any of her solo stuff. And I think she's even been to Trees here in Dallas, and I have missed it. I'm going to fix that the next time she comes through town. If nothing else, just to hear All We Are. She
still has it too. Even I say at her advanced age. I mean, she's our age. Well, she's older than you and a little bit younger than me, but not by much. And she's a powerhouse still.
Yeah,
she's really taking care of herself, and she's still out doing the heavy metal thing. It's great.
I absolutely love this. I've watched lots and lots of video of her, and she's just a fantastic professional front woman. Hats off to Doro. Major kudos to Warlock. I freaking love this album, and regretfully, I don't have a lot of the solo stuff, so I need to check that out. But then,
hard to argue. And those first 2 albums, Out for Blood, and I can't remember the name of the other one. Those are great metal albums. And Lita Ford, of course, every teenage guy was like, oh my gosh, Lita Ford, I want to go see her. Well, then I went and saw her open for Yngwie, and she killed it. She was a great front woman for that band, and she played the shit out of the guitar. And it was just a fantastic show. So much respect to the great Lita Ford, who has also been right down the street at Lava Cantina, and I foolishly didn't go. I'm an idiot, Carcass. Look, and the thing is metal is sort of a macho thing, and so I think it was difficult for some of these women to hey Terry, Janis Joplin was before all of us.
Janet Joplin was in my mother's class at TJ High School, Thomas Jefferson High School in Port Arthur. How about that?
What's up, guys? But even and I think it's hard to Fast Times, all three different Pat Benatar. Go, Henry. I think sometimes it
Mocha!
As men we kind of judge and say, like I thought there's no way Angela could pull this off, but like you, when you saw Alyssa, who took over for Angela in Arch Enemy, I mean, you can only imagine.
Did I say it wrong? I think I said her name wrong. Did I say Alyssa?
Alyssa.
I think I screwed up her name. You're correct.
Well, anyway,
I messed it up.
But they, I remember seeing a grindcore band from Japan, 4 very demure, diminutive. I don't think anyone in the band, except for the guitar player who also played in Boris, I think, was taller than 5 feet tall. And here's this little 4'10", 85-pound Japanese woman with an Insect Warfare t-shirt on. And I'm thinking, who are these ladies? Flagidius, Idiocracy, and the Dilapidation. You should check them out. And oh my heavens, you will have never. You can't imagine the sound.
I'm making a note here.
The sound that come out of that person.
Flagidius,
Idiocracy, and the Dilapidation. FID.
Flagid.
Anyway.
Okay, I'll find it.
I'm telling you, it will blow your mind.
Awesome, I'm all over it.
Get the obscene extreme footage, or there's one where she's wearing an Insect Warfare t-shirt that Sawblade drew for.
I think I may have seen that because I went down the Siege rabbit hole from obscene extreme.
That's right. It was from that same year. But anyway.
Okay. I think I've seen that. Yeah, they're badasses.
But the long and the short of it is that that women are powerhouses too, just like the men. And sometimes the fact that they have to work a little harder just to get their foot in the door, I think is pretty amazing. And I used to not think, silly me, I used to think women don't belong in rock and roll and metal, but you know what? I was absolutely wrong, and I have completely turned 180 on that deal because they add a certain amount of spice and flavor to the music. I think it's freaking awesome.
Well, and I went and saw, God, Lance is going to kill me. I went and saw Vixen open up for Kix. I know you're going to reach through the internet and try to hurt me right now.
Oh, Donnell Blair did it. He wins.
He did. The great
cat.
So
we were afraid to talk about her.
I went up to Choctaw. It's been a year or two ago, and Kix was coming, and I love the hair metal. So I went up there to see Kix and Vixen put on a great show, and they were so nice. They did a free meet and greet at the end, or after their set and before Kix, and it was awesome. Mocha! Where is Mocha? So
Lance is falling off the edge. Ah!
Yeah. So anyway, Vixen killed it, man, with Femme Fatale lead singer. Who's now their singer. Lorraine Lewis.
Yes. Hey, Lorraine.
Awesome. She did a killer job. It was so good. But
that's one of the reasons I love coming to your office. You have that autograph.
I do. Yes, I do. You know what else I have? I have Lucifer CDs. So the most I've been starstruck in 20 years, the video for California Sun and I think Dreamer came out. And so I dig that 70s occultic rock kind of laid back stuff. I really dig that. And so here I go, falling down the Lucifer rabbit hole, and I'm checking out all their songs. Well, they come to town. And I figured out, because I'm an idiot, that Nick from the Helicopters was the drummer. I didn't know that, again, because I'm an idiot. So I go, and it was one of those things where I'm standing at Three Links in this tiny little place, and oh my God, that's where I ran into Overdose.
Oh yeah.
And they crushed it, and then Savage Master came out and crushed it. And then there they were, Lucifer. And it was just like, oh my God, this is just, I can't believe it. And they're 5 feet from me, you know? And so I freaked out about that and bought all their stuff. And I got my picture with Joanna, which I'm very stoked about. She was so nice. She's such an incredible singer. And that takes me to the end of my little history lesson. And I know I've missed a million of them. Dorothy. All right, I'll check that out.
Hey, JT.
So this is the CD that I picked up.
Okay.
The Leaves' Eyes, the Vinland Saga. So they've got a new album coming out on October 23rd. And I've been watching some of the videos and some of the promo material for that. So that's pretty cool. But if you want to see something awesome, go to YouTube and look up. Hang on. I had to.
I thought you were going to mention that Ed Wynn's wife from Ozric Tentacles now plays in the band.
Oh, dear God.
It's a woman in a band, and she's like right out in front.
I know, but it's another Ozric, blatant Ozric Tentacles. I know how you are. Okay, so Unleash the Archers, Faster Than Light video. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm going to buy everything they do because that video is so freaking genius. I'm not going to tell you anything about it.
Okay, you're going to make me go watch it now.
You need to go watch it. Unleash the Archers. So my buddy Craig had been trying to get me into Unleash the Archers for weeks. And he would send me the links to the videos, and I'd be like, yeah, I'd save it. And I'd never get around to it. So finally I watched it. It's hilarious. And they've got another one that came on after that, and it was pretty funny too. So then I streamed the album online, and it's like, all right, I dig it. And the girl's name is Brittany Slays. Yes! And she does. She crushes on vocals, man. So now I'm getting into Unleash the Archers. So that's where we need your help.
Okay, so wait a minute. So is this like Tiger Tales? Is this like a spoof of a band, or is this a real band?
No, it's a real band. They
rule. All right.
Unleash the Archers. Yeah, they're awesome.
Because Brittany Slays. Come on, man.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
That's like Tony the Tiger of Tiger Tales. You know what I mean?
No, Brittany's...
Okay, all right.
There's
Tiger Tales is a serious band.
There's
aren't
no
they
Tony the Tiger in
Isn't that a female-fronted band?
What?
Tiger Tales?
No.
Oh, they just look like women. Never mind.
Oh,
never mind.
I hate you.
Hey, that's a good one, JT. The missing persons. Mike Sislo, OTEP. Yes. Mike Sislo. Let me tell you about this guy. He got me into some Pavlov's dog. Mike Sislo. That goes out to you.
Booyah.
Booyah.
Unleashed. Oh, see, TJ's showing him some love.
He knows what's up.
So I'll tell you that the funniest tidbit, this is a fun fact for everybody out there that's watching the show on female-fronted bands. Lacey from Flyleaf sang in my bathroom.
I remember the story.
Yeah.
This is pretty awesome, actually.
So I'm recording this band, and I don't even remember who they were, but they were from Fort Worth back when I had a recording studio. And they said, hey, we're going to get this girl to come in and sing on a couple of songs. And so backup vocals or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. Who is it? They're like, oh, they're under a management deal. We can't really talk about it. And I'm like, dude, what? And it was Lacey from Flyleaf. And so she came and sang in my back bathroom of my house. That's my Flyleaf story.
That's your Flyleaf story, and I believe you.
What happened to your hat?
I don't know, man. I don't like to wear hats, but I've been wearing a hard hat all day, so I have hard hat hair.
You got a hard head, that's for sure. Oh man, I yawned and made a bad joke at the same time.
You did.
Oh no.
That's terrible. That's great production. fits the bill. It's perfect.
What a terrible show.
What a terrible show.
We are professionals, kids.
No, not really.
No,
we're just having fun. And thanks for everybody joining in. Mike Sislo, man, that dude. Someday I'll tell you the Richard Pryor story, and it involves Mike Sislo. I had to return a record at midnight because my dad heard me listening to Richard Pryor, and it was Mike Sislo's. I threw him directly under the bus. Bicentennial, beep. I can't say what the second part of it is.
Oh, yeah, no.
What a story. I mean, oh, my youth growing up. It's even better than the Kiss Dress to Kill story. And it really is. But anyhow.
Hey, wait, now let's hear it.
Oh, the Richard Pryor story?
No. Lacey is probably my favorite female singer. Nice. She was good, man. I've still got the recording somewhere. She was great.
Yeah.
No, the Kiss Dress to Kill story.
Oh, where we had family night at our house, and the first week of every month we'd turn the phones off, the TV wouldn't come on, and we'd gather together as a family and talk about fun stuff and how school was going, and we'd sing songs, and then we'd have music appreciation night.
Oh, I like where this is going. Now wait,
everybody
got backstory. You got to give backstory. Carcass is from a very conservative religious family.
An uber conservative religious family.
Go ahead.
So, in fact, I've never heard my parents swear. Well, I heard my mom swear once, but they were just not the king. They were the prince swear words, not the king swear words. But anyway, so my sisters would bring David Cassidy and Bobby Sherman and the Osmond Brothers, and I'm like, they're not going to get in trouble for that. But when my dad would run his fingers across my crates of records, it always made me nervous because he would start in the middle, like near the K's, and I thought, please let it be Kansas or King Crimson. I mean, I can spin that. I mean, it's got melody and it's got the violin in it. I mean, that's like nearly classical music, right?
Right.
Always. One night he pulls out Kiss, Dress to Kill. And of course, I am flipping the bleep out and internally, and I'm just like, yeah, man, go ahead. Let's listen to it, Dad.
Did y'all read the lyrics of Room Service together as a family?
Yes, he did. My father.
No, I was kidding.
No, he did. He sat up there. So we've been to the motel.
Oh boy!
And the meat looks good tonight.
Oh,
ladies in waiting. And the ladies in waiting are what it's all about. So we move on down the line, and then of course the power that's within her. When what, Rob?
Nope, I'm not saying it.
When she takes off her clothes.
Nope.
And you know what came out of my mouth when he said, so do you want to explain this? Why you like it? I'm like, of course I don't listen to the lyrics. It's all about the music. I just listen to the music. Come on, Dad. The music moves me. The lyrics don't mean a thing. I don't even hear the lyrics.
Yeah, my dad asked me about the lyrics to AC/DC's "Giving the Dog a Bone." I had a little explaining to do there, but
yeah. So,
so obviously we can't talk about that stuff anymore these days. That is not how we roll anymore. Not in this day and time. And thank God for that. But here's what we do want to know. I want to go completely down the rabbit hole. Send us links in the comments. I want to know your favorite female-fronted bands, your favorite bands that have ladies in them. I want to hear the songs. I want to see the videos. Give it all to me, man. I want to check all of it out because I am way down for especially melodic female-fronted metal right now. I'm all over it.
Donnell Blair, boom, he's chiming in all over the place.
Yeah, he is. We've had some good
interaction. And Mike Sislo, yes.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. That's a blast from the past.
Terry?
Remember, kids, only dopes use dope.
Elaine is a heavier. Okay, I'll check that. I saw that, Neil. I pulled up a list of female-fronted metal bands, and I had no idea Epica, the Agonist, Leaves Eyes, Arch Enemy, Amberian Dawn, Lacuna Coil, Evanescence. I completely forgot about Evanescence. Nightwish, After Forever, Draconian, Serenia, In This Moment, Within Temptation, Hailstorm. That's a huge one, right?
Lizzie Hale is awesome.
Yeah. Gosh, there's a million of them. Flyleaf, Ginger. I just couldn't believe Kitty. Remember Kitty?
Royal Thunder is one of Eddie's faves. Fast Eddie.
Acid King. I've seen Acid King over at.
She's got killer guitar tones. So when you're including women in rock or metal, does it just have to be a front person, or can it be?
No, anybody.
Federica Galanese has the best guitar tone, bar none, in all of metal, and she's been in Hybris and Centurion's Ghost and some others. She's really unbelievable.
I walked right by an Acid King record at Henry's shop the other day and
crushed
didn't know anything about it. Girls Tool, hello.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah, there's just a million of them. So I've got
if you can hang with Motorhead, you can pretty much hang in metal, I'd say.
I got a lot of catching up to do on female-fronted metal.
Yep.
I thought I knew some good ones, and I think I do. But
David Rivera chimes in with Leather Leone again. There's 2 votes for Leather.
Oh, okay. I knew the name.
That's right.
But, okay, I knew the name, but I couldn't come up with what band it was. It was Chastain. Yeah. All right. Got some homework to do.
There you go, Boris. Remember I mentioned Boris?
That was episode 64. Make a muscle, Carcass. Let's do this. That's it. That's all I got. That's everything. That's as good as it gets. Oh. Until next time. Boy. If that didn't make them tune out, I don't know.
There's going to be a next time. That is the question.
Oh, man. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you all so much. Go to themetalroundtable.com. You could check us out on our various social media platforms. Carcass, you're on Instagram is at Carcass John Art, right?
That is correct. At Carcass John Art.
I am Metal Rob. And yeah, we love you so much. And until, are you ready? You got anything else?
No.
I'm going to do power punch into the camera. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Until next time. Metal will prevail.